If you've ever heard a parrot say hello, laugh at the perfect moment, or shout your name from the other room, you've probably felt a strange mix of delight and confusion. Because for a split second, your brain does a double take. Did that bird just talk? Parrots don't just make noise. They imitate us with eerie accuracy. Some can copy accents, some can sing songs, others can even use words in ways that feel uncomfortably appropriate. And that raises a big question most of us have wondered at least once. How do parrots talk? Are they actually understanding what they're saying, or are they just really talented mimics? Today, we're unpacking what's really going on inside a parrot's head when it speaks, how biology, intelligence, and social instinct collide to create one of the most fascinating behaviors in the animal world. Right here, on History of Simple Things.
Hello?
Let's clear up the biggest misconception right away. Parrots do not speak language the way humans do. They don't learn grammar, syntax, or abstract meaning the way we learn words as children. When a parrot says, "I love you,"
Tell the puppy you love him. I love him.
it's not forming a sentence in the human sense. But, and this is important, that doesn't mean the words are meaningless. Parrots are doing something different, something uniquely parrot. They are mapping sounds to situations, emotions, and outcomes. And in many cases, they absolutely understand when to use certain words, even if they don't understand why those words exist. That distinction is the key to understanding how parrots talk. Unlike humans, parrots don't have vocal cords. Instead, they use a structure called the syrinx, located deep in their chest where the windpipe splits into the lungs. This organ is incredibly precise. It allows birds to control airflow independently on both sides, creating complex sounds with astonishing accuracy. Think of the syrinx like a biological sound mixer. Parrots can adjust pitch, tone, rhythm, and volume with microscopic muscle movements. That's how they're able to copy human speech, doorbells, phone ringtones, and even other animals. But having the hardware isn't enough. Plenty of birds have a syrinx. Very few can imitate human speech. So what makes parrots special? Parrots are not just vocal geniuses. They're cognitive powerhouses. Their brains are densely packed with neurons, especially in regions associated with learning, memory, and social behavior. In fact, when you account for brain size relative to body size, many parrots rival primates. This matters because parrots don't just hear sounds, they analyze them. They break speech into patterns. They notice repetition, they recognize cause and effect. When a parrot says something and gets a reaction, laughter, attention, food, that sound becomes valuable. And parrots are deeply motivated learners. In the wild, parrots are intensely social animals. They live in flocks where constant vocal communication is essential. Calls help them identify individuals, maintain bonds, warn of danger, and coordinate movement. Silence, in parrot terms, is suspicious. When a parrot lives with humans, you become its flock. Talking, whistling, mimicking sounds. That's the parrot's way of participating. It's not showing off, it's bonding. Every word it learns is a social tool. That's why parrots often mimic the voices of the people they're closest to. And it's also why they sometimes pick up phrases you wish they hadn't. They're listening all the time. Here's where things get really interesting. Parrots don't randomly repeat words. They often use them in specific contexts. A parrot that says "good morning" only in the morning isn't guessing. It has learned a pattern. This sound belongs to this moment. Some parrots go even further. Famous research parrots, like African greys, have demonstrated the ability to associate words with objects, colors, quantities, and even simple concepts. Not all parrots reach this level, but the potential is there. Still, it's important to stay grounded. Most parrots are not forming original sentences. They're using learned sounds as tools, buttons they press to produce predictable results. And honestly, that's impressive enough. Not all parrots are equal when it comes to speech. Species like African greys, Amazon parrots, and budgerigars are especially skilled. Others may only mimic sounds or short phrases, if at all. Even within the same species, individual personality plays a huge role. Some parrots are chatterboxes. Others are quiet observers. Some are motivated by attention, others by food. Some just prefer whistling. Environment matters too. Parrots raised in rich, interactive environments where humans speak to them regularly are far more likely to vocalize. A parrot that's ignored won't talk much because talking is social behavior. Why do parrots sometimes say the wrong thing at the worst time? If you've ever owned a parrot, you know this moment. It's quiet. Company is over. And suddenly, your parrot repeats that word, loudly, clearly, perfectly. Parrots don't understand social filters. They repeat what gets reactions. Emotional moments, laughter, anger, surprise, burn phrases into their memory. To a parrot, a dramatic response means success. That's why calm reactions matter when teaching or discouraging speech. Parrots are always learning, even when you think they aren't. So, are parrots intelligent or just great mimics? The truth is they're both. Parrots are extraordinary mimics because they are intelligent. Their ability to talk isn't a party trick. It's the result of evolution favoring social connection, memory, and learning. When a parrot talks, it's not trying to be human. It's trying to belong. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.